Ubisoft value tanks. Market cap dropped 85% from 2021 to 2025. Once a titan in the gaming industry, Ubisoft has experienced a dramatic and concerning decline in value over the past 4 years, from a market capitalization of $12.17 billion in January 2021. The company's value plummeted to a mere $1.78 billion by January 2025. Hey guys, Mizuki here. Oh boy, Ubisoft, where do we even start? Remember when this company was the Assassin's Creed flexing, Rainbow Six rocking, gaming behemoths that could do no wrong? Yeah, good times. Flash forward to 2025 and Ubisoft's value has dropped faster than your KDI ratio in Siege. We're talking an 85% freefall from $12.17 billion in 2021 to a pathetic $1.78 billion today. That's not just a dip, that's a full-on nosedive with no parachute. Let's rewind to 2021 for a sec. Back then, Ubisoft was sitting pretty at $12 billion, chest puffed out like we are the gaming gods. Fast forward to 2024, and it's like someone hit them with a reverse cheat code. Their value had already shrunk to $3.14 billion, basically cutting 3/4 of their empire down, like an NPC on Nightmare difficulty. And here we are in 2025, where it's fallen another 43%, leaving them at $1.78 billion. Yikes! But wait, there is more. Take a look at their debt situation. By March 2024, they were already $2.71 billion in the hole. You heard that right. That's billion with a B. And considering interest rates aren't exactly Ubisoft's besties right now, we can only assume that debt has grown like an unpatched game bug. Now, here is where it gets spicy. Ubisoft's big hope is their upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows dropping in February. But brace yourselves, the buzz around it has been more like a flat soda than a shaking under a string. If this game tanks, and let's be real, it's not looking good. Ubisoft might not even be able to secure enough loans to keep the lights on for 2025. Like, who is gonna hand out cash to a company that can even promise to pay it back? Spoiler, no one. Gaming industry guru Just Van Trunen, fancy name right, thinks Ubisoft is basically on the chopping block. He's predicting the company gets privatized and dismantled this year. And honestly, at this point, who wouldn't want a piece of that Rainbow Six or Assassin's Creed pie? Just even pointed out that Assassin's Creed Shadows isn't just fighting for survival, it's going head-to-head with PlayStation's Ghost of Yotei. Yeah, good luck with that one, Ubisoft. You're bringing a butter knife to a katana fight. Oh, and let's not forget Star Wars Outlaws. You probably didn't though, because almost no one pre-ordered it. Ubisoft didn't even share the sales numbers, which is basically the corporate version of "Don't look at me, I'm hideous." They also ditched their Ubisoft Connect exclusivity strategy and slapped it on Steam in a last-ditch effort to make money. That's like admitting we are not confident this can stand on its own. In short, Ubisoft is like that one guy at the party who picked him in high school, keeps borrowing money, and it's now awkwardly begging people to play his mixtape. If Shadows doesn't pull a miracle, we're looking at the potential end of the Ubisoft as we know it. Sad? Sure. Surprising? Not really. I mean, when you trip over your own shoelaces this many times, gravity stops being the problem. So guys, grab your popcorn and let's see if Ubisoft can pull itself out of this quicksand, or if we're about to witness one of gaming's biggest names go poof, gone. Either way, it's gonna be entertaining. But before we go any further, I would take this brief moment here to thank you all my patrons that support my work here on YouTube, and especially my first retail Fox Tire member, Heath Rowell, for the incredible support to my work. Ubisoft, the gaming giant that's now basically mean for what not to do with your money. The latest financial report is like watching someone set fire to a pile of cash, except it's not just the cash, it's your childhood nostalgia in flames. So here is the deal. Ubisoft's now IFRS net debt is sitting at a cute 1.1 billion euros, while their IFRS net debt has ballooned to 1.4 billion euros. For context, that's up from 880.8 million euros last year, and their cash reserves down to 932 million euros, which is like having a credit card bill bigger than your bank balance and pretending everything is fine. Spoiler, it's not even close to that. Let's throw in some math, just for fun. Ubisoft spent 746.6 million euros annually on their 18,666 employees. Yes, that's the size of a small country, given that revenues are dropping faster than my patience during unskippable cutscenes. It's obvious this isn't sustainable. It's like trying to fill a leak bucket with a straw. It's not happening, guys. Now, speaking of money pits, let's talk About Skull Bones. You know, that pirate game that's been in development for a decade and has swallowed between $650 and $850 million. That's enough money to buy an actual fleet of pirate ships, but instead, they got delays, disappointments, and wait, is that game even out yet? Pair that disaster with the cancellation of multiplayer projects like X-Defiant, and you've got Ubisoft's emigration cash like it's going out of style. Baka. And here is where it gets even juicier. Ubisoft's obsession with diversity, equity and inclusion, DAI. When your entire strategy feels more like a corporate checkbox than a balanced approach, you're gonna alienate your core fanbase. Translation: investors are ghosting, and gamers are not amused. Maybe focus less on feature signaling and more on, I don't know, making good games? But wait, there is more. Ubisoft's workforce is a whole vibe, just not a good one. They've been hiring external contractors because their in-house team is bloated and apparently not great at their jobs. The result? Higher costs, inefficient development, and gameplay that feels like it was coded by interns after pulling an all-nighter. It's like outsource your chores but ended up with your house messier than before. And the cherry on the top, bankruptcy is basically knocking at the door. According to Francesco Sobak, shout out to that Park Place, Ubisoft's credit rating is now a depressing CCC, which, in finance terms, is like saying, we're doomed unless a miracle happens. Oh, and Tencent might swoop in, not to save the company, but to snatch up its IPs at a bankruptcy auction. Because let's face it, Rainbow Six and Assassin's Creed are worth more than the companies itself at this point. So, will Ubisoft declare bankruptcy in 2025? Honestly, it's like watching a bad movie. You already know how it ends, but you're still here for the drama. What do you guys think? Is Ubisoft gonna pull a comeback, or is this the final boss fight they just can't beat? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's chat about the slow motion train wreck that is Ubisoft. Bye!